I think bone conduction technology sending commercial messages on mass transit is a bad idea because it can be very annoying to people riding the transit. Most people ride the transit as transportation to work, and by the time they get off work, they're tired, which is why most people relax their head on the window. Nobody wants to hear commercials and ads in their ear when they're trying to get home from a long, stressful day of work. According to the article, Bus Riders and Invasive Advertising, this advertisement does work because they did a campaign where they made their devices release a coffee smell whenever the Dunkin' Donuts ad would come on. The sales increased by 29%. Even though this type of advertisement does work, I just personally can't agree with it. I feel like over time people will get annoyed of it and it will decrease sales. Plus, these devices are technology. We know it's common for technology to have bugs and mess up from time to time. What if the device was to break and then release a stinky smell instead of a coffee smell? The people riding the bus would have to deal with the stinky smell when they're already tired and trying to get home. Consumers will not accept this technology in the following areas because I feel like this type of advertising is invading people's personal space. 3 places I don't see consumers accepting this technology is public bathrooms, airplanes or trains, and crosswalks. I feel like the only way this technology can work is if it's used in places where people are confined to a space for a certain amount of time. The 3 examples I listed above are all places where once you're there, you can't escape until you get to where you're going. Number 3, bone conduction will not be successful as an ad medium in the U.S. because people will get annoyed of them and probably will break them, which will result in more money being spent to fix them. Nobody likes listening or watching ads, and if something is always in people's ears, they will either try and break the device or put headphones on to not have to listen to the advertisement. Especially on buses. Nowadays, people just ignore ads. That's why companies are creating more things to allow people to avoid ads. People will complain about these ads, which will result in companies getting rid of them because they don't want to make their customers unhappy. I know they are trying to use this technology to create hearing aids for deaf people, which I definitely could understand, but for the sole purpose of advertisement, I don't see it being a success. Smellvertising will not be successful as a medium on the public transportation because people will get tired of these ads. Yeah, it worked for Dunkin' Donuts, but it was only a test. Therefore, the devices were made sure they were working properly. When you create lots of devices, you will probably have some that won't work and will malfunction, which will result in making customers mad if the malfunction affects them. If customers continue to complain to the transportation department, they will eventually get rid of them because they won't want to lose their customers. It could also be bad for people who have allergies. What if one of the smells results into someone having an allergic reaction? This could cause a lawsuit against the company. There's just not enough information out there about these devices for me to be okay with this type of advertisement. Both of these advertisements are predatory because they are preying on people who are confined to a certain space for a certain amount of time. These people don't ride the bus because they choose to ride it. It's because they have no other way of transportation. Most of the time, people who are on the bus are tired individuals traveling from a hard day's of work. It's not fair. They have no choice of quietness, and these advertisement companies are not considering the people. Both these type of advertisements are not predatory because they are not forcing the people to listen to ads. People do always have the choice of putting on headphones or earbuds if they don't want to listen. But if customers aren't listening to the ads, then what's the point of the companies wasting their money on this type of advertisement? All it does is cost more money for marketing. If people don't listen, it's not attracting more customers.